Welcome to the FastRead podcast. Today is Thursday, April 16th, 2026. Here are your top industry and ALPA headlines. This week, Virginia Governor Abigail Spanberger made the disappointing decision to cut pilots and flight attendants out of the Virginia paid sick leave legislation. Her action comes after a hard-fought battle by ALPA pilots against airline lobbyists to ensure that flight crews in Virginia have the same protections as their neighbors. This special interest gift to corporate CEOs goes against the intent of both chambers of the General Assembly when they passed the bill and deprives aircrew of important rights guaranteed to all other employees without regard to their health. The bill now goes back to the Virginia House of Delegates and Senate, and they can vote to reject Spanberger's attack on the rights of pilots and flight attendants. The vote will be coming this Wednesday, April 22nd, so we must take action now. Pilots in Virginia, see the show notes for more information. The FedEx Master Executive Council voted this week to advance a tentative agreement for member ratification. FedEx pilots will review the complete TA language along with supporting materials and information regarding the ratification vote timeline. The membership ratification ballot will open on May 12th and close June 9th. FedEx MEC Chair Jose Nieves said, quote, "Our focus now shifts to providing pilots the information and time needed to carefully review the agreement before participating in the ratification vote." Representatives from 22 ALPA Canada groups gathered in Winnipeg, Manitoba for the spring session of the ALPA Canada board meeting. ALPA President Captain Jason Ambrosi and Vice President Finance Treasurer Captain Wes Clapper were also in attendance and offered their support for their Canadian colleagues' work. The agenda was dominated by discussions of the association's work on key issues: flight and duty time rules, the temporary foreign worker program file, and crucial bargaining updates. The U.S. House of Representatives passed the ALERT Act this week. The legislation now heads to conference, where ALPA is calling for Senate Rotor Act provisions requiring integrated ADS-B in for all airline aircraft to be included in the final bill. But President Captain Jason Ambrosi said, quote, "The horrific events and 67 lives lost at DCA on January 29, 2025, and recent mid-air close calls involving commercial airliners make it clear that now is the time for Congress to enact the strongest possible pro-safety legislation to protect our nation's airspace." Learn how you can help in the show notes. Earlier this week, the Senate Committee on Commerce, Science, and Transportation advanced the Mental Health in Aviation Act. This bipartisan legislation will break down barriers to mental health treatment in the industry and advance aviation safety by improving the FAA's medical review system and encouraging more pilots and controllers to seek care if needed. Quote, "Together, we can build a better aviation system where seeking mental health care is not viewed as a career risk, but as a professional responsibility and a cornerstone of safe operations." ALPA strongly supports this legislation that will help remove the barriers surrounding mental health treatment while ensuring that aviation safety remains paramount, said ALPA President Captain Ambrosi in a news release. That's all for this edition of the ALPA Fast Read. Until next week, stay safe and have a nice flight.